What is going on, guys? Bringing you another quick video today. This is the second episode of the Skyrim PlayStation Overhaul Mod Showcase. You guys voted on a Dark Souls themed episode, so I gathered as many of the Dark Souls themed mods that I do use to show you here today. Some new, some old. Some I've talked about a couple of times already, but I think that this combination of mods will give you a very Dark Souls feel. Quick reminder to subscribe, and let's get started. So first off, I actually wanted to jump into Fortified, which last episode I was making about food and all the different food mods, and I missed out on this one, which I think is really, really great. Gives you so many options for different types of food. You can eat an entree or have dishes. There are some that stack and some that don't stack. It makes you kind of think a little bit more, and I really like the effects on them. They're very simple and easy to remember. But I would still use this or the mod I talked about previously. And next up, the most important one I think so far is Bonfires of Skyrim. Now, when I saw this mod, I immediately knew I had to make an episode about it because I absolutely love it, and it's such a great survival inclusion if you like to play survival like I do. So all around the map are these new bonfires that are placed. As you can see, I'm walking up to one right now. This one's just outside of the Whiterun, Riverwood, where the Guardian Stones are. And as you can see, you can even rest at them, which is really cool if you are building a campsite in survival mode. You're running along, and a lot of the times you're in survival mode, you can't level up because you need to wait or sleep. You can find a bonfire. It's really great. So here's one. I've found a couple. There's another one even closer to Riverwood, and it's very important when you use this mod to pay attention to your load order and what mods you are using that may affect the mods that are listed on the mod description. As you can see here, this is the Whiterun bonfire, and I'm having quite a bit of difficulty with it. And after some testing and trying things out, I was able to figure out the culprit. As you can see here, this is me in the exact same spot. I was able to figure out that having the Be Wary of A mods that I use too high up was causing the issue. So what I did was I moved my Be Wary of A mods low, and then I took Bonfires of Skyrim and placed it below all of them. So it's loading last, and so far I don't have any issues. If you want to copy my mod list and my load order, please use the paste bin. I spend a lot of time building this guide so anyone can follow it, anyone can find my mods or the mods that I use as simple as possible. But yeah, that should fix bonfires. And the next section is actually a couple of mods. We have You Must Die 2, Realistic Combat AI, Bare Bones Moral Loot Ultimate. I believe the next one is Dragons, Splendor, Dragon Variants. This is just going to give dragons a different look. And Enhanced Mighty Dragons. So this one I need further testing on. I need to go into like the late game to find it. But it also, if I'm not mistaken, improves the Dragon Priests and makes them a little bit stronger, which I really, really like. And here I'm going through You Must Die 2 settings. It's an important note to make if you're using You Must Die 2. When you see, I'm going to pull it up here, I believe. When you see the option select screen, weapon parry is disabled. So when you click on that, you are then disabling it. It is no longer enabled. As you can see, now I'm enabling it. So whatever option it shows you is the one you can select. So you just want to make sure, go through all of these yourself. I basically leave most things on except for some of the bug fixes like augmented shock and stuff like that, as there are many other mods covering the same thing. Here I'm just going through all of the settings so you guys can get a good look. I leave sweep attack on sometimes. I really like spell effectiveness, which makes your spells not as effective if using all heavy armor and more effective if using no armor or cloth. And here I'm turning off the scaling options, the kill move immunity, because I'm running mods that may interfere with You Must Die 2's system. So by disabling these, I'm making You Must Die 2 more compatible with my mod list. It's one of the first things I do whenever I start a new game is I go through this and set it all up so I can enjoy combat the way that I enjoy it. Next are a couple of clips of just some combat. I wanted to include clips of all of the mods that I had just shown you. You Must Die 2, Splendor, stuff like that, but some of them are not exactly easy to show, like Realistic Combat AI. It's not really something I can show you, but this is just a little montage of me going through and annihilating some bandits. I really love Violens with compared to You Must Die 2. I mean, paired with You Must Die 2, as you can see, I'm getting these mixed kill moves, which looks really awesome. And on to the next mod. This one is a personal favorite of mine that I begged Cyan49 to make, and he somehow was able to figure out. This is a Moonlight Greatsword. And after playing a lot of Elden Ring, I got back into Skyrim and just felt like it was missing something, and Cyan49 was able to make this beautiful Blood Skull Blade effect using the Amber Greatsword recolors that he has made. And once you defeat this enemy, you'll get the Red Moon Greatsword, and you'll also be able to craft one where you can get one-handed versions and two. Oh, there we go. I'm dead. Yeah, it took me a while to kill this guy. It's not exactly easy, so I recommend coming back here at a high level. It's sort of like a mini-boss, and here I am picking up the Red Moon Greatsword. The recolors are insane. Cyan49 makes some of the best mods, hands down. The sword looks awesome. The recolors you can get for it also look awesome. So once you kill the bandit leader and you get this, check it out. Boom. That's just a regular Red Skull Blade effect. When you use the recolored versions, like I like to use the blue version, it will have a blue beam effect, and it looks amazing. And we're getting into another mod. This is, again, very Dark Souls themed. I want things to be more difficult. I want things to be involve using your head more. And Danny Kuhn 1988 has made a wonderful mod. This is weather resistances and weather buffs. Weather buffs being somewhat newer. So depending on the location that you're at, the time of day you're at, what weather you're experiencing, you'll get different buffs to your character. Clear weather will increase one-handed damage with bows, two-handed damage, stuff like that. If you're in the freezing cold, here we go, freezing cold effect, you do more frost damage, but you take more fire damage, something like that. You're more resistant to fire, but you're weaker to frost. And this is definitely in a bit of a work in progress phase, as you'll find using this that sometimes the powers are overlapping and can give you a little bit of a stronger effect than you intend. And I've spoken to Danny 1988, and he's in the process of updating this mod and changing some of the effects. Like, I personally don't think that being in the cold would fortify your unarmed damage, but that's just me. I highly recommend this mod, though. It really makes you take a look at what's around you before you jump into a quest of some kind. Now, this next section is actually two mods paired together again. A wonderful mod, Natural Resources of Skyrim, which adds firewood and quarried stone to fallen trees and rocks all over Skyrim. Here I am just looking for some, and you'll just come across them naturally. And when you do, you think, oh, this is great. I could use some firewood. Here I am picking up firewood. Here I am picking up quarried stone. Now, the reason that's an important mod is when paired with this mod, craft ammo anywhere. This mod's really awesome if you like archery, as I like to play archers quite often, the Skyrim Classic. There's a bit of a step to the process. You need quarried stone, and then you take the quarried stone back to Whiterun, any smelter, and you can make it into sharpened stone. And then you go and craft an ammo bag, and the ammo bag acts like a power that you can activate and will open up a separate crafting menu, which then allows you to craft arrows if you have the required materials. And I think you get less arrows than you would normally, which makes it a little bit more balanced. And when you pair these two mods together, you get this really fun effect of scavenging for items and hunting and making your own arrows. So if you play a character that's the hunter type, likes to not even go into town to buy arrows or something like that, you can do this this way. You can craft ammo outside anywhere you want. I've sped up the footage for both of these mods, as it takes a while to get back and forth, and I've edited a bit out, but I wanted to leave some of it in so you guys could see how it works. You saw me craft the ammo bag. Now I'm going to open up my powers. I now have ammo crafting enabled. So here you can see the crafting recipes. And I know there's a firewood station over here, so I'm just going to pick up some firewood real quick, craft some wood arrows just to check and make sure that the mod is working as intended. Yep, those are some wood arrows. And then coming towards the end, legendary creatures. What would a Dark Souls themed episode about Skyrim be without monsters and bosses to fight that are just insane and give really cool boss-like soul rewards. And the best mod I could find that even comes close to that is legendary creatures. If you make your way to the Whiterun, you'll find a book on the legendary creatures and some of the hidden items that they have. You can see mine's actually hidden from the town overhauls that I've been using, and that guy just appeared in front of me and knocked my book away. That's all right. Here we go. We found it. So this book will give you a general guide on where the monsters are and what they are, and can even give you hints on how to deal with them and what they might do. The Secunda's Kiss is the closest one to us, just southwest of Whiterun. We're going to go take a look and see what that is. What is a Secunda's gift or kiss? I'm speeding up the footage. Once again, this video originally was over 30-some minutes long, and that felt a little ridiculous. So I'm just going to steal a horse. We're heading southwest, and these bosses are not meant to be killed right out the gate on your level 1 character like I am. These are hardcore endgame bosses that give really good items. So you want to do this, I'd say, somewhere above level 15 or 20, just to give it a shot. If you're using all the mods that I use, and you play on really high difficulties like I do, then I have no idea when a good time to even play against these bosses would be. Maybe around 40 to 60. There's so many buffs and items that we can use, given the Skyrim PlayStation overhaul, that you'll be hard-pressed to find an enemy you can't beat given enough time. So, take a look at this guy. Oh, there we go, dead again. Little Dark Souls special effect for you guys. That giant was absolutely massive, and he basically one-shot me. But that's it, guys. So just quick reminder to subscribe for more, and just a quick look at the paste bin, which is always linked down below, is a guide that I've made for you. So thank you guys for watching. Have a good day.